Episode 3. Basics of Civil Engineering. Welcome friends. In this episode, we will look into the information on the basics of civil engineering. It will speak about the commencement, what is civil engineering, various functions like before and during construction, and the maintenance of civil engineering works in this video. Civil engineering itself is a very vast subject and cannot be contained in a single video. Plans to take up elaborately about each branch of civil engineering separately in the upcoming videos for anybody's easy understanding. Continue watching this video till the end so that anybody will come to know about the much unfamiliar information and wait eagerly for episodes to publish regularly. Please like and comment, share, subscribe and tap the bell icon for receiving the notifications on the upcoming videos. Trust that everyone must have watched the previous videos that were published. If not, please click the links given below to know them and share. Commencement. The earliest practices of civil engineering may have commenced between 4000 and 2000 BC in ancient Egypt and Mesopotamia, modern Iraq, when humans started to abandon a nomadic existence, thus causing a need for the construction of shelter. Civil engineering is named as it is because it is a part of science which deals with the comfort accessories required by the civilians for the basic needs of shelter, transportation, workplace and others. It is understood to have the below skills for a civil engineer to perform his duties. Mathematical knowledge, ellipsis. Technical training. Written communication. Verbal communication. Leadership quality. Organizational behavior. Problem solving. Decision making. What is civil engineering? Civil engineering is a professional engineering discipline that deals with the design, construction, and maintenance of the physical and naturally built environment, including public works such as roads, railways, airports, bridges, canals, dams, water supply and sanitation, sewerage systems, industries, structural components of buildings, and other infrastructure. The term was first used in the 18th century to distinguish the newly recognized profession from military engineering, until then preeminent. Many of the civil engineering works of ancient and medieval times undertaken viz. public works like roads, bridges, and aqueducts and many other monuments reveal a history of wonderful inventions of that period. John Smeaton, the first man to call himself a civil engineer, began as an instrument maker. His design of Eddystone Lighthouse, 1756–59, in the United Kingdom, with its interlocking masonry, was based on a craftsman's experience and appreciated a lot. Civil engineering functions. The functions of civil engineering can be categorized into three activities: performed before construction, feasibility studies, site investigations, and design; performed during construction, dealing with clients, consultants, and contractors; performed after construction, maintenance, and research. Before construction. Feasibility studies. Any major project today is started with an extensive study of the objective, consisting of preliminary studies of possible plans leading to a recommended scheme, of course with alternatives. Feasibility studies may cover alternative methods. Both economic and engineering viabilities must be considered. Site investigations. A preliminary site investigation is part of the feasibility study, but once a plan has been adopted, a more extensive investigation is very important. Money spent in a rigorous study of ground and substructure plans may save large sums later in rectification works at the time of construction. Design. The design of engineering works may require the application of design theory from many fields. Research in structural analysis and strength of materials has opened the way for more rational designs, new design concepts, and a greater economy of materials. Modern designers not only have advanced theories and readily available design data but also get structural designs analyzed by computers. During construction client, civil engineering works may be initiated and promoted by a private client, but the majority of work is undertaken by large corporations, government authorities, public boards and authorities. Many of them have their engineering staff, but for large specialized projects, it is a usual practice to employ consulting engineers in the required field. Consultant. A consulting engineer may be required first to undertake feasibility studies, then to recommend a scheme and quote an approximate cost. The engineer is responsible for the design of works, supplying specifications, drawings, and legal documents in detail to seek competitive tender prices. The engineer must compare the rates of the tender and recommend one for acceptance by the client. Although not a party to the contract, the engineer's duties are defined in it. The staff must supervise the construction and the engineer must certify completion of the work for quality and quantity and time. Contractor. A contractor is usually an incorporated company, which secures the contract based on the consulting engineer's specification and general drawings. The consulting engineer must agree to any variations introduced and must approve the detailed drawings for execution. A phenomenon of recent years is the turnkey or package contract, in which the contractor undertakes to finance, design, specifications, construct, and commission a project in its entirety. In this case, the consulting engineer is engaged by the contractor rather than by the client. Maintenance. The contractor maintains the works for a prescribed period to the satisfaction of the consulting engineer after successful completion. Responsibility for maintenance extends to ancillary and temporary works where these form part of the overall construction by the contractor. The payment of the final installment of the contract amount is held back until the successful completion of this period and released by the consulting engineer. This concludes the topic on basics of civil engineering. Thank you for following it. It must have enhanced the understanding of the subject in civil engineering, placed everyone in a new light of exposure, and inspire us to learn more. Else, online technology helps us viewing repeatedly to get benefits. Would you please share and subscribe for more fabulous inspiration? In the next topic, we are going to know the activities before construction for a new project.